Well, with the news that another potential vaccine is showing promising results in late-stage trials, countries are now looking at the next potential issue, getting that jab out to people. Spain planning to launch a nationwide vaccination programme as early as January. We can cross over to our correspondent in Madrid to find out more now. Sarrah Morris, Sarrah, what's on the cards when it comes to the vaccine in Spain?
Well, the Spanish government says that Spain, along with Germany, is the first country to come up with a comprehensive vaccination plan. And that will involve getting a large portion, says the Prime Minister, of the population vaccinated by the summer. The likely first targets people to receive that vaccination are likely to be the vulnerable, people like the elderly or those with pre-existing conditions, also health workers. But there'll be a cabinet meeting to discuss the issue, to approve the plan later this morning, and we'll get more details on that. The Spanish Prime Minister says that the health centres and the GPs are the best people to administer those vaccinations. He says that GP surgeries, for instance, administered 14 million flu jabs this year, which was up on 10 million. And he says that those centres will be, of course, the front line for handing out these jabs. Of course, Spain is getting the vaccines coming from deals signed with the EU and pharmaceutical companies. They are due to get 10% of those vaccines, those doses. But of course, it will depend on the licensing issues, which pharmaceutical companies and which vaccines get the go-ahead. So the plan, of course, not as comprehensive as the government would like it to be, but as detailed as it can be at this stage.
Spain has, Sarrah, been one of the country's hardest hit when it comes to COVID-19. What's the situation on that front there today?
That's right. There's been over 1.5 million cases in Europe. It's the worst hit in terms of the number of cases after France. And the Spanish government does feel that the state of emergency that it introduced last month is working. That essentially allowed the government and the regions to introduce nighttime curfews across Spain and other extraordinary measures, all designed to tackle the spread of the virus. The government says that plan is working, that the full-scale lockdown that's been introduced in France and the UK hasn't been necessary in this second wave because the numbers are coming down. The rate was over 530 per 100,000 cases at the start of the month, and it's now down to about 300. So Spain doing better than it initially was, but still it's not out of the woods yet. And the Spanish Prime Minister has warned the population that this Christmas will be different. He says that they will have to avoid hugging their relatives. Spaniards very much hoping to have some relaxation of the current rules, particularly the rule of 6, which only allows a maximum of 6 people to get together.
OK, Sarrah, for now, thanks very much indeed. Sarrah Morris, our correspondent, coming to us from Madrid.